Hey, Warrior Saints, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Glad to have you beautiful people in with us to our Crucifixional Life stream. We have been talking about the antithesis of what we talked about last week. Last week on Wednesday, we talked about bullies. And we said something crazy. Seek bullies. And people were like, what in the heck are you talking about? Seek bullies. We always try to get away from bullies. And as we think about it more and more, to overcome the monsters that we face in our lives, the challenges that we face. We use that metaphor of monster because they're seemingly insurmountable, horrible dragon, lizard, beast creatures from other worlds that we can't prevail over. And we have come to the realization that that is not true, that through a life of the cross, the crucifixional life, you can overcome your monsters because this is the Lord's way. And just as Jesus conquered death, the biggest and nastiest monster of all, through the cross, you and I, if we imitate him and live a crucifixional life, we can conquer whatever monster we may be facing. And one of them could be bullies. The way we do this is, you're never going to hear me say, go be a bully, but I want you to seek bullies because in that hardship, you learn how to struggle and overcome things. And I'm going to give you a metaphor today. So for those who are exercise buffs, we all know this, those who stay healthy, there's something called leg day, right? And people joke about leg day, and it's funny because you see them walking funny and, it's hard to sit down because all of the muscles are sore. See, what they have done on leg day is lifted an enormous amount of weight for perhaps an enormous number of repetitions, and the muscles hurt, they're sore, and it's lactic acid building up there, and it's pain. And you see these big bodybuilder types hobbling up and down steps because the muscles hurt. This is something called DOMS. Delayed onset muscle soreness, or sometimes they say delayed onset muscle syndrome. The point of it is that when you are lifting on your on leg day, any muscle, why do muscles get sore from this DOMS? It means that the stress, the heaviness of the weight that they're lifting has torn the cells in the muscle fibers. The cells have been torn and they die. Those cells die. But when they reproduce, they come back bigger and stronger. That's why muscles have definition. Those guys get so buff and big and, cut and ripped up. It's because those cells, they got rid of the weak older ones and have replaced them, growing new, stronger, better cells. That process causes a little bit of pain, but it's a great pain. And anyone who has soreness after leg day will tell you it hurts, but they love it because it means that they have faced something difficult and they're working through it. That's why we want to seek bullies. Look, in our lives, I'm not telling you to go outside and start looking for people to get in fights with. That's not what I'm saying. If you're in school, high school, whatever it may be, don't go to the playground looking for the biggest, meanest guy and punch him in the face to get into it. That's not what I'm saying. You know that. But what I am saying is that we don't need to be protected from the hard things because in that hard things, the wheat and the chaff are burned off, right? And so then all of a sudden you got the real stuff inside. That's the beauty of facing the challenges. That's why we don't want to run from that. To be a man, you got to be strong and courageous, and you've got to face hard things. Rather than submit to the chaos of society that's always trying to protect us from hard things, don't get a bully, run to the teacher. No, don't go to the teacher, and don't go to your mama. Stand up to it. Fight back against that which is trying to oppress you. And I promise you, you may take a lick or two. You may get delayed onset muscle soreness, but you will in the end grow bigger and stronger cells, becoming the man and the woman that you're supposed to be. We're going to help you do that because, look, it's very easy for me to stand here and say that, but I also know that it's not very easy to do that in your lives. I have the same struggles. That's why we created warriorsaints.org, which you must go to now and join us by subscribing to the Way of the Warrior Saint. It is there that we will help teach you how to overcome those bullies and those monsters, finding the inner constitution, the guts inside you to fight through all of its challenges. You don't have to do it alone. We're doing it with you, and we're going to guide you through it. We love you, beautiful people. We will be back tomorrow to get some mo. Until then, keep walking on the way of the Warrior Saint.